Clara Shai, CEO of Hearsay Social. Nice to see you at Fortune's The Most Powerful Women's Summit in Washington, D.C.
Thank you.
So you have a technology background, and your company basically helps enable sales professionals to reach their customers in a very fast-moving world of social media. How did you see the opportunity? I'm curious.
Sure. So I started the company 5 years ago with Steve Garrity, who's my co-founder and CTO. And what we noticed was that social media was starting to become one of the first places that people went to share really important life events. Getting married, having a baby, buying a new car. And we started thinking, what if we could connect these money in motion buying signs and these trigger events to companies and to relationship managers who were part of their network, so that it wasn't going to be creepy. And that was really the genesis of Hearsay, was to help salespeople hear what was happening in their networks, and then based on what they hear, to be able to say the right thing to the right person at the right time.
So the one issue with social media in particular is people do just want to have a conversation. They don't want to buy or sell anything. So how do you strike that balance, especially in the industry you focus on, financial services, where you've got these professionals engaging in a conversation but not trying to push out a product?
I think whether it's social media or any channel, no one likes to feel sold to. And there's great self-correcting mechanisms in terms of, people will unfriend you or they'll unfollow you if they feel like you're really laying on the sales pitch. So I think understanding that's been important. We also provide a lot of training. We have about 120,000 financial advisors and insurance agents currently using our platform. And then ultimately, we think that the best advisors, they've always been more of a coach. They've been great listeners. They've listened before they've spoken. They've tried to be genuinely helpful and subject matter experts. And then naturally, when people want to discover, when they want to have a more in-depth dialogue, those are the individuals they think first of.
So where is your company going? Do you want to expand beyond financial services? Can what you do be mirrored in other industries?
Great question. That's something that we revisit about once every 18 to 24 months. As a startup, it's really important to focus. And I think our focus is what's led us to a market leadership position today. 7 out of the 10 largest global financial firms today use Hearsay Social. I don't think we'd been able to achieve that had we tried to serve and cater to everyone. That said, we think there are really exciting growth opportunities ahead. And one is potentially looking at other verticals. 2, where we're very, very much committed, are also internationally. So we're seeing a lot of growth now in Europe. We just landed in Asia, have high hopes and expectations there as well. And then the third angle is really around new products. A year ago, several of our customers approached us and they said, we love what you do on social media for our salespeople, but social isn't the only digital touch point that salespeople need to have with their clients. Can you help us with modern, mobile-ready websites for our advisors? Could you help us with the same, with email campaigns? By the way, we know that our advisors are texting their clients and prospects even though we tell them not to because it's not compliant. So can you help us with that? And so what we've really done is we've started to assemble and build additional pieces so that we can really provide an omni-channel dashboard for these salespeople to be everywhere where their clients are.
Would you want to go public?
That's something that we've talked about. We're not in any hurry to go public, and we're still at least a couple of years out, but I think that is a possibility.
It's kind of so many times the logical next step for a lot of Silicon Valley startups, right? That you finally get to that point where it's something you can consider where maybe 3-4 years ago you never imagined you'd be even thinking about it.
Yeah, well, that's the amazing thing about our company. We started in my living room in San Francisco. It's a classic Silicon Valley story, and each year, every 2 years, every 3 years has been a surprise and delight to all of us.
What kind of growth projections can you share with us in terms of scale, percentage scale?
It's a very high growth environment. Can't share any specifics, but just looking at how social media has grown from just a few dozens of millions of users when we started talking about founding the company to now over 2 billion active users on social. And the fact that the average American spends nearly 6 hours a day across social, mobile, and digital. I think these are all great signs for our business. They're great signs for our customers, and really a forcing function for how all businesses have to think about connecting with their customers.
And the social channels we have now, none of them are going away. I would assume the Facebooks, the Twitters, Instagram, Snapchat, I mean, they'll have more competitors, not fewer.
They will have more competitors. It's hard to say who will come or go. I do think that these large social networks have staying power. I'd say really for two reasons. One is that social networks inherently exhibit network effects. So the bigger that you are, the exponentially more valuable you are. You're not just linearly more valuable, but exponentially more valuable. And so it's actually harder for new entrants once you have this critical mass. The second reason is that I think these companies, and Facebook is a prime example, they've really stayed hungry for innovation. They haven't gotten complacent, whether through internal innovation or through very bold acquisitions, Oculus, VR, WhatsApp, Instagram, really staying relevant across a multitude of different businesses.
Clara Shah, great to talk to you. Thanks so much.
Thank you.